Hey guys, so yeah, in today's session we gonna do the with the estimates and the purchase orders. So uh we have seen in the earlier videos, we have started with the setting up the accounts and going all the way to creating the sales form. Now we are into the estimates and the purchase orders and how it works, how you can raise the estimates, how you can convert the estimates into the invoice, and vice versa. The same way you can convert the purchase order into the invoice. Also, how you can raise the purchase order. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's go into the sales uh, tab. So under the sales, you will have an option of all the sales. So under the all sales, you will have here the option, the new transaction. Okay. So here you can see I have multiple kind of thing that I can raise it. So here the option is there to raise the estimate. So I can click here and start raising the estimate. So the window will look the same as you raise the invoice, just it is the estimate. So first of all, understand what is the estimate. Estimate is something that you are sending to your client, estimate of your cost that is going to, you're gonna bill to your client in the future for the service that you're gonna provide or maybe the product you're gonna deliver. So it is the future cost basically that you need to bill to the client. And so it is essential that you understand the basics of the estimate. So estimate is not something accounting entry. It is just your business terminology or business transaction that you are doing, which don't affect your accounting. It is just that it will be packed into the QuickBooks as a one document that you can use it with the client to quote them that this is going to be your price for the product that you're going to deliver or the service you're going to deliver. So this is the estimate. The same way you can just select like I can create a one client here. So ABC Limited. Okay. Okay, the same client I have maybe created. So let's try for XYZ. Okay, so I have client created the estimate date. You can select the expiration of the estimate. So let's say you give a client a quote that this price would be available till 30 days something, right? Then you can select that. Let's say I'm quoting here till 31st of the August, that the client need to accept this estimate, otherwise it will be void. Then they cannot accept this estimate. Okay. uh, then you can select here the product or the service you're gonna have. So let's say I'm providing here the service for bookkeeping. So I'm providing a service for bookkeeping for 12 months. Okay. Maybe quantity of a 12. I'm gonna charge $100 a month or something. So the client need to pay a $1,200 for an entire year. Okay. So that is how you can just then just click save and send. The mail will send it out to the client. Before sending out to the mail, just check it out that everything and all fields are correct. So yeah, I'm just right now for you guys, I'm saving it. Okay, once it is saved, then anytime you come here in the overview or maybe in under this tab, you can see your estimate here. See, I have another estimate created. So XYZ Limited for $1,200, and which is showing that the status is pending because the client has not yet I have not sent the estimate as well, and the client has not accepted as well. So once the client has accepted, let's say maybe over a mail something, then you can mark it here accepted and you can convert it to invoice. So the another step would be to convert to invoice. So I can convert it to the invoice, and yeah, The same way, regular invoice that you're raising, fill in all the details that is required, and maybe anything you want to change. Let's say client say, no, I'm okay with the $90 rate something. Then you can change it down and select here for the $90 and you can save the invoice or maybe send the invoice to the client again for the payment. And you can set it up the client as well. That will take up into the separate video that how you can set up the online payment with the QuickBooks and how it can be useful even with the PayPal and Stripe and everything. So here now I can see that this estimate is already converted and you cannot reuse it again. So that that no confusion happens that you double down the invoice to the client, right? So this has already been created. And anytime you receive the payment, then you can open the invoice and receive the payment. And you can see here the select is there. There is also option to send the reminder to the client. You can share the invoice link, you can print and maybe delete or something you want to do. So this is it for the estimate. Hope this would be useful to you. There are different ways you can go through. You can come over here to the estimate. So one is the go into the new tab here and you have option to directly create here the estimate. Okay. Also I have shown you on the left hand side of the panel, you can come here in the sales area, and which is already we are here, and you can click here in the money bar. This is called a money bar in the QuickBooks. And you can select here and you can see how many estimates are open. So I can see the already one is converted, another one is open. Okay. So that I can see here, and anything I want to convert, I can convert it to the invoice. Okay, now let's start with the another topic, that is the purchase order, how you can create the purchase order. So before creating the purchase order, what you need to do, you go into your accounts. So basically go into on this gear button, uh, go into the company settings or account settings, go into the expense tab, and here just ensure and check that this purchase order is on. Okay, if it is not on, then turn on the purchase order. If you want to create the purchase order, you want to have the custom transaction number, you can do so by select, you can turn it on. Otherwise the QuickBooks will take its own purchase order number. So I have already there, so I'm not doing anything. Okay, let's go into the expense and let's go into the overview first. So here from the overview, I can go here and also create the purchase order. Option is coming here for the quick links. Another way is I come here in the expense tab, into here, I can select and create the purchase order. So purchase order, again the same, we can create a one vendor which is already available. And yes, the email ID you can add it in. The purchase order date you want to add as well as the number. So if you want to have a custom number, again as I said that if the field is on, you can edit that. Okay, the one thing important to ensure into the purchase order is that your ship to also be the same. If ship to is different, then you need to define here that let's say you have a client and they have somewhere else the warehouse and you're sending the product there or giving the service to somewhere else, then your ship to would be a different address, right? So you need to select that. So here I can define the category if we have created, let's say for the account, the cost or something directly. If you have a product or particular services that is created already that we have shown into the training session of the inventory, that how you can create it. So here you can create the product and services and add that up. So let's say I'm creating here, I am ordering the pen, and description can be anything. Let's say I'm ordering a Parker pen. Okay. the 10 in numbers or something. So here I'm doing the 10 quantity, 11 is the rate, and $110, right? So yeah, and you can just save and send the purchase order. So once it is created, the purchase order, you will see here, and you will have now option to, again the same way like the estimate, you can convert it to the invoice or convert it to the bill. So we have here option to copy to the bill because the purchase order is still not yet sent and not has been approved, right? So once you send the purchase order, then only once it is get approved, or maybe you doing the self invoicing, then you can do so by coming here and copy to the bill. So once you receive the invoice, what should be the ideal circle, I would say, or ideal process for it is, once the purchase order is created, you send it out to the vendor, and vendor once deliver you the goods or the services, then they send the invoice. Once they send the invoice, then against the purchase order, you can match it up the quantity. Okay, I have, 10 quantities should be there, and if it is there, then it is okay. You can convert it to the invoice or the bill, and if it is something less or more, you can do it so by change the quantity or the rate into the purchase order and accept that. And yeah, that is how you can basically take care of the purchase order with the invoices and the billing. So yeah, that is it guys for this video. Hope this would be useful to you who wants to create the estimates and send it to the clients, and who wants to create the purchase order and send it to the vendors, so that your process become easier. Also, the QuickBooks has the online payment facilities, so it becomes very easier to receive the payment and send the payment through the software itself, and you don't have to do the manual activities that you were doing earlier through the mails and sending mails and wasting your time into that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, the before going, let's go to our website and show you that you can come here on our website if you want to do anything like text filing. Maybe you want to have the bookkeeping or something you require, then in your region you can select your region. Let's say you're in Canada, I select here the Canada, and you can select the service that you want, and you can simply order it over on our portal. So before ordering, you need to ensure that you sign up here on the portal. Once you sign up, then only you can see the prices of our services, and you can order whatever the service that you require and the best that we can able to provide. Okay, and yeah, so that is it guys. And the second thing is, we have now come up with the membership on the channel, so please join our membership. Before membership, we would request that you subscribe to these videos, and don't forget to support the channel, so we grow with you guys, that we help to share you the knowledge, and as well as it helps the channel to grow as well. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah.